Grit with Grace is brought to you by Zoetis. Your dedication runs deep, and it fuels everything Zoetis does. To protect and support cattle and those who care for them, we are born of the bond. Learn more at bornofthebond.com.
Life on the farm or ranch is busy, and oftentimes you can get lost in the day-to-day demands. Despite the craziness of running several businesses and raising 3 young kids, one South Dakota family did something incredible. As Farm Journal's Tyne Morgan reports, the family opened up their hearts and their home to foster and ultimately adopt in an example of grit with grace.
So when we first got married, we actually went through a really hard time of infertility, not being able to start a family. I really struggled with that, just feeling like a failure.
Struggling through the emotions of trying to have a child, the Radkes are now blessed with 3. And after their 3rd child was born, Tyler had a calling.
He just said, we need to do foster care.
Yeah, apparently I didn't think we had enough going on.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what I saw that made me think of it.
Amanda was on the road constantly giving speeches and doing other travel for her job, all while juggling life with 3 kids and their growing businesses.
I instantly said, no, you're crazy. I'm drowning right now.
That day, Amanda headed to the airport for a work trip, and on the plane, her heart was changed.
But again, God had a different plan because I got on a plane, and the movie on the plane that day was Instant Family, which is a movie about foster care. We called the office. We just want information. How do we get involved? And they said, you're in luck. The Mitchell training started last week. You guys can jump in.
That was in April, and by August, Amanda was sitting in a coffee shop when an unexpected call came.
It was the state, and they had 2 kids, and they needed an emergency placement for that weekend. And I said, I don't even have our license. And they said, yes, we just threw it in the mail.
She says in the last 2 years with the pandemic, they've welcomed a dozen children into their home.
We got a call for a 7-month-old baby. So we had that baby all of 2020 and got to do all of her milestones with her and love on her. And on her 1st birthday, we found out she was leaving. And yeah, my heart broke into a million pieces because that was my baby.
But a few weeks later, another call came.
And that's kind of where Alex came in. He'd been in some foster homes before, coming and going, and he was available for adoption, and that was basically going to be his next home.
They sent Amanda a picture of Alex. He had blonde hair and blue eyes, just like her other 3 children.
And I about fell over because I thought, I said, he looks like our son. And she said, yeah, I know, that's why I called you. And I said, okay, I need to talk to Tyler.
Adoption Day came October 5th, 2021, a wild adventure and constant chaos at the farm where Alex seems to fit right in.
One night I tucked him into bed very early on, and he said, Mama, can I be a cowboy? And I said, you already are, buddy, not because he lives on a farm now and we have cows, but because of how brave he is to change homes and to trust us.
The Radkes have 3 goals: provide peace with a place to heal, experience a family full of love, and introduce them to a household strong in faith, a recipe that's filled with grit and grace.
All right, thanks, Tyne, and that's all the time we have this morning. We're sure glad you tuned in. From all of us here at AgDay, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Have a great day out in farm country.